Okay, what's up YouTube? I hope you're all doing well. This is EB aka Doronius. In this video I'm just going to showcase to you my work, to give you a taste of all the projects I've worked on, or basically all the projects that I can think of. I'm sure there's something hiding somewhere, I can't remember where it is. It's quite a number. Some of the projects run into the thousands, and the purpose of this video is just one, of course, just to enjoy the work, to read and to share. If you guys like manga or anime or music, just for you to enjoy, and if you'd like, share with your family and friends or anybody who likes manga, comics or anime or games. Secondly, if it's for anybody who's interested, if you're looking for a trainer to teach the next generation of creative minds, this is going to act as my portfolio. So if you're interested, enjoy. You can find me on my Twitter account, or my details will be in this video. And thirdly, as anybody who's looking for inspiration, this is going to be a good place to find it. And if anybody is wondering what Kenyan minds can do, what Africa has in store for the future, this is a good place for you to start, because as a one-man army, I can tell you that I am coming in full force, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, jokes aside, without much further ado, let's dive in. So if you haven't already, my stuff is on my website. It's called komkai.com, and here all my stuff is here. So the stuff is going to be quite a lot. I won't go into details in everything in this video, maybe in consecutive videos, but at the end of the day, we have a section. The first thing you're going to land on is my manga, so my comics and manga. So there are about two or three mangas, and the rest are comics. So for example, if you click on any book here, it's on as about 5 chapters. You can click on the chapter and you can read to your content. I was very happy with this project. It came out very well. You can select any. Some books have less chapters than others. Some are in color, some are in black and white. So it all depends on what project I was working on, what was the function, what was the purpose, stuff like that. It was fun, and almost all the books are very good. I posted them on Webtoons. They got really good marks, and I'm very proud of them. And so that's for this one has only 2 chapters, and that's for the comics. They're really good. If you want to check out more, they're all here actually. I don't think there's anything I've left outside, but what thing I might do is just print them. I might, if anyone is interested to have printed copies, let me know. If you're an investor, you want to print copies for sale as well, let me know. If you are a licensor and you want to do anything with this stuff, also let me know. I'm always available. So that's done. We're done with the comic section. There are 18 books in total, and that's that. So let's dive in next to the game section. Game section, we have about 26 games. They're more testing towards the retro aspect. The reason is nothing in particular. I just like to, first of all, to learn how to make games, and two, the idea was to try and make games that were simple yet fun, because I thought that I just touched on it. I felt that there was a lot that I could, give an idea of what I could create, and some of them are really good. I'm very proud of them, and so they are all here. So you can use the on-screen. If you have a mobile phone, you can use this mobile buttons to navigate. To select, to just press R or this button here. There are 26 games, and if you notice, my most popular game, Gyrax, is here as well. Although it's an old version, it's quite good. So so for example, if you click on it, if you press R, so here you click on it, and the game loads. Of course it depends on your website, internet speed and stuff. That's basically, so the game will start. So you can do what you just ordinarily do with fighting games, whether 2 player, 1 player, depending what you want. If you don't want this game, you can reset it to the main screen. Okay, so that's done and out of the way. There are 26 of them. Have fun, whatever you like. As I said, let me know if you want a continuation, if you want to buy it, if you want it on a hard copy, you want it in if you want to, you know, buy the royalties, anything you want, let me know. Just get in contact. So moving along, we go to the third section, which is anime or animated shorts. So these projects are basically technically not complete anime, but more of what we call in agency animatics. So they're just basically simple versions of the final product to give you an idea of what the final product will look like. If accepted, then they are chosen to be made into a syndicate or into a series or whatever. So there's a whole story behind them. I won't take too much time with that, but yeah, so some of them as they were incomplete, I posted them on festivals. Some of them were nominated as finalists, so yeah, they were quite fun to make. And next was an animation, was also a TV series that I made some time back. It's in Swahili, but the idea was that it was supposed to be it was meant to be sent as a syndicate to the local stations. Stories quite long, how what happened next, but this is some of the projects I've worked on. So the series is compiled of 5 episodes, about 5 minutes each. Are they 5 minutes? 5 episodes, about 3 minutes each. This one was made for the local audience. It was quite fun. I liked it. It was funny, and it's a whole story of how I made it. But it was quite a lot. It was an awesome project. So next we dive into the music. So here, this music section is all the music I've created, I think, since 2008. And the thing is that some of it is how do you pause this thing? Skip song. Let me think. The pause button is down here. Here we go. It's down here. It's behind this. Anyway, I just have to close it. Yeah, so there are about 2,000 tracks, and okay, about 2,000 tracks, and this is a compilation. So there were actually 6,000, but I made a big mistake about 6 years ago, before COVID. I wanted space for my work, so I deleted duplicates. What I didn't know was I was saving my projects numerically, and what happened, I just ended up deleting about 3/4 of my music. But this is what I have remaining. It's still quite good, and so this was fun. I use Fruity Loops to make it. It's my main tool, and if you have time, you can check it all. It was very interesting to do and very educational, because I get to use my music in my games, I get to use it in my animation, and etc. As I said, I'll talk more in detail in another video. So next we have my artwork. So this section for art is also quite a lot. If you click on the art section, you'll come to the actually I called it the art room, although it's not loading here. It's on the main page. You'll be brought here. If you click view all, you see all my pictures. So it's quite a lot of work. Again, they run into the thousands, thousand. The thing is that this one has duplicates because some things changed in the other pictures. Meanwhile, some of them were just copies of themselves. Maybe the name, maybe one was a JPEG, one was a PNG. But what I did was, when I created my book or the art book, I went through each and every art piece and I had to clean it out. That's how I created the art books, so there are no duplicates in them. So there's a whole collection. So if you want all this work, all of my work, so what is in here is posters, concept art, concept ideas, alternate covers, all kind of strange stuff, backgrounds and stuff like that. You can find them here in my art book. So this is a collection of all of them. It's about 700 pages, or if you want, you can just get each piece separately, which is about 200 pages each. Okay, so that'll be done for my art. Let's dive into some more music. So in the music section, if you go to SoundCloud, you can get more of my stuff there. This is stuff that I worked on over the years. But if you want the actual official launched soundtrack albums, they are on my another section called Bandcamp. I mean, another website called Bandcamp, where all my stuff is. I need to release an album this year because I just realized last year I didn't release anything. So yeah, so basically that's it. If you want more information, you can check out my itch.io page. There's still more stuff there. That's me, Mr. Cobra. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. That'll be it for this video. If I went into detail, I'd take the whole day here, and I don't want to waste people's time. At the end of the day, I also want to just share that there's quite a lot of work I've done, and it was fun, and I've learned a lot of along the way. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys check out the stuff. The links are up here. So you have itch.io, you have my main website, comkai.com. If you want anything on SoundCloud, you have the link. If you want Bandcamp, you have the link.